Peace, it's your boy Mo. Today I'm going to talk about that recent release from Audemars Piguet of the Royal Oak concept Spider-Man Tourbillon. So I've been a fan of comics and all things superhero related for as long as I can remember. I was into Archie really heavy as a kid. I loved Archie and Betty and Veronica and Jughead. And when I was around 8, I transitioned into Marvel Comics. And I remember there was this 3-pack of comics that my mom brought home. The front-facing comic was the cover of Spider-Man, and it was a picture of the Hobgoblin holding Spider-Man as they were surrounded by fire. And that first read of Spider-Man transitioned into me collecting thousands of comics over my lifetime. Now, like most boys, I was a fan of Spider-Man from watching cartoons and seeing Spider-Man on, I think it was Electric Company on PBS back in the day. But it wasn't until I read the comics that I really became a die-hard fan of Spider-Man. So all that said, when thinking about the Royal Oak concept Spider-Man Tourbillon, I have a level of fandom for Spider-Man and for Marvel that rivals my love for watches on a certain level. I don't collect comics as much as I used to when I was a young man and a kid, but I still love comics. I collect comic statues, graphic novels. I actually often will go back and buy comics that I had as a kid that I don't have anymore. So when thinking about this watch, I thought about it from the standpoint of if I could actually afford a watch like this, if I was a multi-millionaire, billionaire watch collector, am I a fan enough of Spider-Man that I would want to pursue adding this piece to my collection? When thinking about this, I went back to my thoughts around the Black Panther piece that AP and Marvel released when it first dropped. And I remember being shocked that AP would do this sort of collabo with Marvel. But when I looked at the watch and the ad campaign, I actually thought it was sort of cool. Like, I liked the dial of the Black Panther AP a lot. The case, I wasn't the biggest fan of the case. I don't like APs that have straps, so I didn't like that pick of case design for the Black Panther Royal Oak. But conceptually and in terms of the design of the Black Panther character, I actually thought it was kind of dope. But if I was filthy rich, I probably would have pursued acquiring that Black Panther Royal Oak. I can't even lie. And if we look at the value of the watch now, on the investment side, that would have been an unbeatable investment to make. So to bring it back to the Spider-Man Royal Oak Tourbillon, I don't like this watch as much as I liked the Black Panther AP, but I do like some elements of it. Now, everyone's saying it's complete trash and they don't know why AP would create a watch like this, and for the most part, nobody's showing this watch any love. I also saw that there was a symbiote variation of this watch. That's the black Spider-Man suit when he used to have the Venom alien on him before it detached and went on to Eddie Brock, more comic book nerd-ish. I saw that it was on auction in the Middle East, and it went up for sale for $8.5 million. But at any rate, when thinking about this watch, I had to ask myself, if I had the money to blow on a watch like this, would I? And the main reason why I had to give pause and think about it is because I've said to friends of mine for the longest, like if I was a 100-millionaire, billionaire, I totally would go back as a comic book nerd and collect like the first Spider-Man the first Superman, the first X-Men. I would just go buy all of them and just have them in like a shrine in my home. And so I said to myself, well, if I'd be willing to pay $1 million for the first Spider-Man comic, then why wouldn't I pay $200,000 for a watch that only 250 other people in the world would have access to? So what do you think about the new AP Royal Oak concept, Spider-Man Tourbillon? I know I don't have to ask since 90% of the people in the comments across social and the blogs are dissing it, but let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Till next time.